All righty, so we will get started here with our third round of roundtables. I hope the other rounds have been going good for you guys. So thank you for coming to the How to Get a Date roundtable. This is presented by myself and Jagger, so you'll learn a bit about us later. But yeah, so this roundtable, before we get started, it's inspired by the the immediate past International Vice President Caroline Bushnell and an immediate past International Trustee Glory Kalou's presentation of the same name at the Summer Leadership Conference, which both Jagger and I attended this past summer, and we saw this roundtable, and so we thought it was really fun. So we wanted to bring it back to our district. All right, a little bit about us. So you probably know who I am by now, but my name is Zhenya Ratushko, and I'm your district governor for this year. This picture was taken at a beach in Redwood National Forest / park in California. I went on a road trip there over the summer, and yeah, I'm just hanging out there with the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, you may know me by now too, but I am Jagger Livengood. I am the Division 4 LTG for MinnDak, and this picture was taken at a coffee shop I cannot remember the name of, nor do I remember even where I was. So, interesting fact of the day, but here we are.
Another interesting fact is that's his profile picture for like everything district related. All right, so this title was maybe a little bit misleading. So date or job, this roundtable is going to give you a crash course on dress code, conversation etiquette, and how to make a lasting impression on others. And both of these, all of these things, developing proper social skills, knowing how to make a good impression, can aid you in both situations, whether you want to get a date or a job, whatever your goals are at that moment. So just watch here and learn. All right, first we're going to talk about leaving a lasting impression. All right, so these are the 4 key points to keep in mind when you are wanting to make a good impression on somebody. So the first thing is the time. I think timeliness is the most important thing that you can do when you want to leave a good impression, because if you show up late to an event right away, everybody's going to be like, oh, they were late, like we don't like them. Obviously they don't care. So timeliness is really, really important. So you should follow these general guidelines for when to arrive at an event. So for professional events such as DCON, our district convention in March, that is a professional event. So try to arrive early, and that's about like 15 to 30 minutes prior. That's just to make sure that you're set up and like everything is making sense and all of that jazz. Then casual event, I would say fall rally right now is a casual event. So just make sure that you're arriving on time and you should be good to go. And then for party time, you should certainly arrive fashionably late, because I don't know, I find anytime I go to a party and it's like, I'm the first one there, it's not fun. All right, so the next section is the walk. So you need to master the art of the walk in order to dazzle people. So here is a fail-proof way to strut about and impress. So you want to walk with your eyes up and chin parallel to the floor, and then you got to make eye contact with the person that you're walking towards, and then smile and wave. So I will demonstrate here. I don't have that much room, but I will give it a go. All right. So if I'm over here hanging out, networking, and I'm standing over here, so I'm going to stand, I'm going to have my chin up, I'm going to walk, smile, and then wave to you guys. The next is the tone. So just figure out how you wish to come across and use an applicable tone. So some emotions that you may want to convey include like humor. So that can be like using a sarcastic tone or making jokes. An excited tone, so just like being very animated or like throwing a yay in there somewhere. A humble tone, you can just kind of be like reserved or like watching, seeing what's going on. For a confident tone, you can just do what I did, but like times 1,000. All right, and then the last but not least is the handshake. So handshakes may appear as an outdated greeting, and it still may be so because we're in COVID times, but in case you ever do find yourself in a handshake, they are a classic for many people. So here's how to conduct a proper handshake. Just remember the acronym LEAF. So the first part of that acronym, L, stands for length. So when you're doing a handshake, I would say like a good 3 pumps is the way to go. No more, no less. Very good. The next is E, eye contact. Make sure you're looking at the person that you're handshaking with. Don't be like, like this. That's very unprofessional. And A is avoiding sweaty palms. You can't really help this one, but if you do have sweaty palms, just like wipe them off of something. And then F is firmness. So just make sure that you're handshaking and holding the person's hand with a firm grip.
All right, I couldn't find my mute button. So this is starting off well. So we're gonna start off with dress code, which is pretty important in like getting a date or anything like that. So we're gonna start with casual. It's like what you wear when you're out and about on a regular day, taking a walk through the park, getting Starbucks, driving to a drive-through, just anywhere, you know. This includes a long sleeve and a t-shirt, jeans, shorts, or sweatpants, and sandals or tennis shoes. Next is business casual, which is what you might wear to like a nice dinner or a birthday party. Not every birthday party, but you know the birthday party. So this includes like slacks and then like a collared shirt or sweatshirt, similar to like what I'm wearing right now. Business professional is like what you would wear to a professional event, such as like a work event or like a really nice fancy business dinner, like with your boss or something like that. This can include slacks, a dress shirt, a blazer, or suit jacket, and then don't forget the tie or a bow tie if you're that kind of person. And then formal, what you would wear to like prom, but just dial it back a little bit. So full suit, and then like a tuxedo. Okay, so starting with the lovely people on the right, in the purple and the white, what are they wearing? Casual, business professional, or formal? Drop your answers in the chat, please.
Let's hear it. What are they wearing? What are you guys thinking? You guys have any idea?
Middle professional.
Okay. The middle one is professional.
I said the middle one is professional.
And then
formal.
formal, whatever. The one to our left-hand side with you two in it is business casual. And the other one is
Mia in
it's
it.
just casual. With Mia,
casual.
our LTG.
Okay, yeah, okay, so you guys just went for it.
Nailed it.
All of them. Yeah, so that is correct. Jagger, do you want to expand on each of these choices?
Okay, so Drew in the middle, he is more of a business professional. Just because his suit jacket and pants are not matching, he would then be in a full suit, which is formal, so like prom attire. Obviously on the right, Mia is in a sweatshirt, leggings, and then Lene is in like joggers and a t-shirt, so that's pretty casual. And then we're in like kind of collar shirts and like nice jeans and pants and nicer clothes, which is kind of just that business professional look. Disclude the duplicate shoes, just pretend they aren't there. But yeah.
Yeah, we're just we're not going to talk about it, just ignore it. All right, so the last part of this is how to talk the talk. So obviously when you're trying to make a good impression on somebody, conversation is very important. So just remember these 3 key points when talking to somebody. First is ask questions. Small talk might be boring, but it's a very good way to kind of like show people that you're interested in like what they have to say. So just asking questions like, how are you? Where are you from? How did you get involved with such and such can go a long way. Then 2 is to brag a little, but not too much. So don't be afraid to talk about your accomplishments, but make sure that it's not uncalled for. So if somebody, for example, if you were talking about Key Club, somebody was like, oh yeah, I got involved with Key Club like 1997, I was an LTG, then it wouldn't be uncalled for you to be like, oh, well, actually, I'm, the current district treasurer for the district. But if they were talking about like, oh yeah, I had like spaghetti for dinner last night, and you were like, oh cool, did you know I'm like the district governor for like Key Club? That doesn't fly. That doesn't fly. So I would not recommend that. And then 3 is to follow up on something that was said. So if they did talk about like, oh, they were like a LTG back then if you can just like ask them questions about it, because then your conversation will flow more naturally. And afterwards, just say goodbye, follow up, and send a thank you. Right, so if you guys have any other questions, you can always contact myself or Jagger. These are our emails right down here. So roundtables are ending in a minute here, so we'll be sent back to the main session. But yeah, does anybody have any questions right now? No? Cool. All right, well, remember to be playing your free rice. And if you wanted to donate to have somebody pied in the face, definitely do that. And yeah, we'll see you back in the main room.